I can touch the sky all the way up here, rocking mountain high where the sky is clear. I gotta hit you right back down the mountain, try to beat the snow. I gotta make my way back down the mountain so I can make my way home. Everything is fine when you're living on mountain time. Nothing on my mind that I told you before. Yeah. We only got one night to give the people a show. Yeah. We gotta make our way back down the mountain. We got a world to change. Yeah. We gotta make our way back down the mountain. No, nothing will be the same. Everything is fine when you're living on mountain time. Down below, trying to make out the signs. Only 60 miles to go, leave no trail behind. I gotta hit you right back down the mountain, can't leave my lady all alone. I gotta make my way back down the mountain so I can make my way home. Everything is fine when you're living on mountain time.
This next song is off my first album, The Savannah Sessions, available on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. This song actually was picked up by SiriusXM Radio and is being played on the Coffee House, Channel 14 on SiriusXM, so that's pretty cool. The song's called My Oh My.
Staring out the window, looking at this cloudy day. She got a suitcase, a phonograph, and memories full of pain. Thinking mind over matter, that's what got me this far. I got this loneliness deep down in my chest, and it slowly surrounds my heart. See the months pass through an empty glass, flew 3,000 miles to escape a past, but she cannot contain no more. No, she cannot restrain no more. In comes the fog, yeah. She forgets it all. Yeah, she hear the radio playing the song she know. Turn it up loud till her mind says let go. Hope you're all you're meant to be. Yeah, don't think of you, just look at me. Oh yeah, see you everywhere I go. The things I keep close, they tend to lose hope. Are you gonna lose hope? I got my raincoat, my guitar case, and I'm apt to lead the way. Thinking, my, oh my, how'd I lose her this time? And I got this loneliness deep down in my chest, and it slowly invades my mind. See the passing days through a smoky haze, drove 1,000 miles, tried to change my ways, but I cannot contain no more. No, I cannot restrain no more. In comes the fall, yeah, I forget it all, yeah. Hear the radio playing the song she know. Turn it up now till my mind says let go. Hope you're all you're meant to be, yeah. Don't think of you, just look at me. Oh yeah. See you everywhere I go. But things I keep close, they tend to lose hope. Are you gonna lose hope? Whoa, 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 my, oh my. Time goes by. Whoa, in comes the fall, yeah. I forget it all, yeah. We hear the radio playing the song we know. Turn it up loud till our minds say let go. You know it's you I'm glad to see, yeah. Yeah, I got you, now I am free. Oh, yeah. See you everywhere I go. The things I keep close, they tend to lose hope. Are you gonna lose hope?
This next one's called Heaven in Disguise. It's the first track on my new album, Stranger Places, and it's about trying to see the good things in bad things.
Wake me up in the morning, do you see, all the people out there moving constantly, constantly. Don't need no time frame or no jealousy. I just need some time for me. So much commotion, all the cars on the street, on the street. Honk their horns, raise their fingers till you see, till you see. Don't need no red race or limousine. I just need some time for me. Sun comes up, sun goes down. Wait for you to come around. Play your part, don't improvise. Ain't it just like heaven in disguise? Pick me up, get me moving on my feet, on my feet. Clock is ticking, got a place I need to be, need to be. Don't need no jet plane or no limousine. Just need some time for me. Sun comes up, sun goes down. Wait for you, come around. Play your part, don't improvise. Ain't it just like heaven in disguise? So if you find that you've gone and lost your way, and you can't seem to find the words to say, no need for fussing, ain't no need to leave. I just need some time for, need some time for, need some time for me. This next one's called Could Have Been Me. Oh, my baby left last night. She didn't even know. Took all her clothes and God only knows what else. I can't believe she'd go. Could have been that I didn't make it home till 3. It could have been me. I may have yelled one time, maybe even more. Just looking out for you, I have no doubt that you, or that you've seen it all before. Could have been all that drunken jealousy, yeah. It could have been me. See me singing all the time. Oh yeah, you even cut the line. Tell your big secrets, won't you keep them for me? 'Cause they don't ever cross my mind. Could have been things you were not meant to see, yeah. It could have been me. Gave you all that I had to give. I would have thought that you'd be coming along. Ain't gonna tell you how to live. Baby, I know when there's something wrong. Am I the one who's going crazy? 'Cause I swear you used to be my lady. She said she loved me so, and that she'd never let me go. Ain't no way past it, it's just a fact, you see. She don't feel the love no more. Oh, yeah. Could have been all that drunken jealousy, yeah. Could have been me. Could have been things you were not meant to see, yeah. Could have been me.
And welcome back to another edition of Potluck, your everything and anything talk and entertainment TV show. My name is Laura Hartman, and I'm your host. Now, you just watched a local acoustic artist who is a singer-songwriter from the Washington, D.C. area, and please welcome Chris Cassaday.
Hi, Laura.
So how are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for having me.
You are fantastic.
I appreciate it.
You did a really
you.
great job.
Thanks so much. I had a lot of fun.
So how long have you been singing, or what brought you into, this?
I was always singing in the back of my parents' car for the most part, and when I turned 14, my dad was like, hey, maybe we should get him a guitar to go along with the singing. And from there, it was kind of like nonstop. I'm going to do this for a long time.
Was there anybody in your family that was musically?
My dad was actually a drummer.
Okay.
Not much of a singer though, but he always supported me musically and bought me my first guitar, and he loves music as much as I do, so it's great.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you learn that you could like write music? And
so that took a little longer.
Okay.
It started off very poorly. The first few songs aren't the best, but the more you do it, the better you get. And I started when people were telling me, "Hey, I like your music." That was when I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to keep doing this."
Okay.
You know? So I probably wrote my first song when I was 17.
Oh wow!
And
did you keep it?
I got it somewhere. I got it on a piece of loose
You can always
paper.
look back and say, "Oh, I can improve this."
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Just,
Sometimes I'll look back and be like, "God, that was awful. Why did I do that?"
What was I thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, so how did you get into, to a public scene, or how did you get into?
So when I went to JMU, James Madison University, and when I was down there, I started performing at open mics and just around the area, playing with people. And I kind of caught the live show bug, so to speak, as I like to say, because once you play in front of an audience and you have a good time, there's kind of no going back. So it started at school, and it just kept progressing until I graduated. And then when I got home, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get out there. And open mics here became paid gigs, became playing at clubs, became opening for other bands, and now. I have 2 albums out, and
Right, and now you play on the East Coast and around in this area.
That's
You played at like the Iota. Gypsy Sally's, which has an amazing sound system. And where else? Some other places?
So with my band, actually.
Oh, so you do have a band.
So we're kind of on a hiatus right now. My bass player had a quarter-life crisis, so to speak, and moved to Australia.
Oh, wow.
So I've been back on the solo acoustic train, but last summer we got to play at the Bullpen at Nationals Park, which is right outside Nats Park, and I could hear my voice echoing off the stadium, and it was totally cool. Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah.
But I also play, like you said, Gypsy Sally's and the Velvet Lounge, and just a lot of places in DC, along with pubs and bars and everything around Arlington. So.
Right. Now your song "My Oh My," how did that get onto SiriusXM? And then you had an article written about it in the America Songwriters.
Yeah, American Songwriter magazine. Yeah. It was all. I wish there was a cool story behind it, but it was pretty much dumb luck. I love SiriusXM's The Coffee House. It's a great singer-songwriter channel for guys like me. And they take unsolicited, independent music. So I was like, why not? I'll send my stuff in from the Savannah Sessions, my first album. And sure, I sent it in June 2015. Sure enough, August, I get an email like, hey, Chris, we like My Oh My. We're going to put it on the air. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my gosh.
So now you subscribe to SiriusXM?
Yeah. Now I pay for it. I figured it's worth it. But so that was amazing. And they've been playing it for a year. They brought me in, and I did a live recording for them as well, kind of like this.
Where are they? Are they based out of New York?
They have a DC office. SiriusXM does. So I just went there and recorded, and it was fun. And it opened up a lot of doors and got me a lot of notoriety on digital outlets where my music's being sold. People are buying my songs now, and it was awesome. It was really a dream come true.
So what's next for you? Do you have another album coming out, or are you just like focusing on the one that you have right now?
So I actually just released a new album last weekend.
Okay. Oh, wow.
It's called Stranger Places. It's on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Google Play, anywhere you can get music pretty much. And I'm just going to promote this album, and I got some fun shows coming up this summer. I'm actually playing at Celebrate Fairfax. I'm playing there, and I'm playing at a festival in New York, and I'm just going to be traveling around, playing in Richmond, and I'm going to promote this album, see where it goes. Hopefully, hopefully XM might pick up another one off the new album. We'll see.
Right. Can they put it on more than one channel on SiriusXM?
I'm not sure. I just it's kind of catered to the Coffee House.
Sure. Right. But also maybe some like independent like genre stations.
Exactly, yeah.
Or like there's one in Baltimore that there's an independent station that's really great.
Absolutely.
So maybe do you pitch to them? Or?
I will now. Yeah, I will now.
Okay, great. So what have been some of your challenges?
Challenges, I'm sure many people playing music in this area can attest to that, is that the original music scene is kind of scarce. If you're trying to write your own songs and get out there, perform them for people, it's tough because bars and clubs won't book you unless you play. They want songs people can sing along to.
Right.
Which I have, I have a catalog of that, but it's kind of like, why do I write these songs if I can't perform them for people? So that's definitely a big challenge for me. Another challenge is traveling. I travel a lot to play shows, and I also work a 9-to-5 job, so trying to do a 9-to-5 job and have a semi-music career is tough at times, but I love music, and I don't think I'll
So
ever
that's
stop.
like that's your life. That's
that's my life.
That's your passion. Okay, great. So you how long have you been doing this?
I've been playing guitar probably for 10 years now.
Okay, but how long?
Performing?
Yeah, performing.
I've been performing like paid gigs probably for 3 years now, 3 or 4 years.
Okay, wow, wow, and you're doing pretty well considering.
I like to think so, yeah.
So how did you end up with the Nationals gig?
That was fun. There's this bar in DC called Bayou.
Oh, the Bayou.
You know the Bayou.
Yeah, I know the Bayou.
And then the band played there, and just coincidentally, I did all our booking, and we got a gig at Bayou, and the booking guy at Bayou coincidentally booked for the Bullpen also, and he said, you guys sounded great, we're going to put you at Nats Park. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Wow. So did you sing the My Oh My, or what did you sing?
No, so the band...
You have to do like a pop song?
Yeah, the band did a little more upbeat stuff, kind of like the first song I played, Mountain Time. We covered that, but My Oh My unfortunately did not make the cut for the band's repertoire. But we played a lot of covers, as we needed to, and then Mountain Time and other upbeat originals of mine. So it was a ton of fun.
So what's your incentive to like write music? Do things just pop into your head and you're like, oh, I got to write this down, or like record it or something, like as you're driving? Or
Yeah, that's essentially it. I mean, stuff will happen to me on a daily basis, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny, or that's kind of annoying, and I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to write a song about it. That's usually how it happens. Or something like Mountain Time is about when I got stranded, and I was in Colorado visiting my buddy, and we got stranded on the top of a mountain in a blizzard and drove down the mountain in the blizzard.
Oh my
and I was like, I got to write a song about that, right? It's just stuff like that. You never sit down and are like, you know what, I'm going to write a song right now. It kind of pops into your head, and you're like, okay.
Do like the tunes come in your head, or do you have to write down like the words first and then come up with the tunes, or vice versa? I
usually come up with guitar riffs first. I'll mess around on my guitar for a few months, come up with riffs I like, and then I'll come back to them and write words, try to decide what the mood / story of the song is. So
right.
It's a fun process, long process though.
Yeah, I bet. So when you go to record your CDs, is there some place that you go to around here?
No, so it's actually a cool story. The person I recorded with is the singer of one of my favorite bands. Probably a lot of people won't probably know, but they're called Pacifier. They're a rock reggae group. And in his spare time, the singer records people.
Oh wow!
So I reached out to him, and he said yeah. And he lived in Savannah. So that's why my first album is called The Savannah Sessions.
Okay.
It was recorded in Savannah, Georgia. But this next album, Stranger Places, was in St. Petersburg, Florida, with the same guy. He moved down there. So the answer is no. I travel to record usually. But he did an amazing job on the first one, so I said, why not go back for the second one? And,
right.
But yeah.
So do you have a big, like, I guess, underground or whatever you call it, music, independent, like, connection to other people? Do you like network with others?
Yeah,
that do what you do to kind of like get the word out about others, and they do the same for you?
There's a ton of other people doing exactly what I'm doing, and we're kind of tight in DC. You'll meet them at shows, and there's songwriter events I go to, and
Right.
So yeah, definitely have an underground indie connection of sorts. Yeah.
Okay. So where do you see yourself like in 5 years?
5 years, I hope to possibly be doing this full time. I love it. I love traveling. I want to travel, play music. So in 5 years, hopefully I'll be out on the road doing what you heard me do 5 minutes ago.
Do you think you'll be hearing yourself like on on regular radio, or you think just more, Sirius FM?
Definitely hope regular radio, but I will take SiriusXM. No questions asked.
So are you limited on the genre of music, because you're kind of like folksy, rock, bluesy?
Yeah, I like to call it folk funk. Everyone asks for folk funk. It's fun to say, and it kind of applies. But I don't like the idea of being limited to one genre. I'm trying to keep it. If you listen to my albums, each song kind of sounds like a different genre.
Sure.
But the answer is no. I don't think I'm limited. I'm going to try to test the boundaries of genres.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your guitar. What kind of guitar is it? And is this your favorite guitar, or your one and only guitar, or because I know a lot of musicians I've interviewed have like different guitars, for different songs.
Yeah, this is my favorite and one of two guitars. I've had this guitar for about 6 years now, and this guitar has been through a lot. You can't really see there's a crack on the body though, but it has not affected sound at all, and I love this guitar. Some of my best songs have been written on this guitar, and
you've had a lot of good memories.
A lot of good memories with it, that's right. My other guitar I had since high school, and brought it to Beach Week. It's still covered in sand from Beach Week like 6 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Oh wow.
But this is my favorite, definitely. Marty,
okay. Yeah. Great. So do you have family that has to support you, with your career and your full-time 9-to-5 job and your music, or are you just like doing this all on your own?
It's funny you say that, because the 9-to-5 job I have is actually my dad's company, wealth management firm.
Okay, so they're very understanding if you need to like take off to go to Savannah or St. Petersburg or up to New England or whatever.
I tend to do that on weekends. I like to think that I keep a pretty good barrier between my work and my music, but it's tough sometimes. But yeah, they're pretty understanding.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
But I kind of do the music thing on my own, no support really, but the job, definitely my dad supports me in my job.
Okay.
Sure.
Have you looked into any other types of instruments, or is the guitar, has your dad tried to push the drums on you?
I can play the drums sufficiently,
okay.
And I can also play bass, but I'm really into, the next instrument I want to learn is banjo. So that's my goal, to learn banjo at some point.
Okay. Do you know anybody that has like a banjo that can... how different is the banjo compared to guitar?
It's pretty different. It's
and I know different sound.
Different
but like
sound, and the
strings
are kind of arranged differently, and it's different texture, and you play with all your fingers. So
okay,
yeah, we'll see.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for coming, on the show. And if you're just seeing Chris for the first time, make sure you check him out on Facebook and other social medias.
Instagram, Twitter.
And do you have a website?
No. It's just my Facebook.
Work on that. You got to work on
That's
that.
also another goal of mine, to get a website.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you. Your music is fantastic.
Thanks you.
And again, catch us on the web at www.potluck-online.org, and we will see you next time.